We're in conversation with Mr. Rushil Thakkar, Executive Director of Rushil Decors Limited, a company that manufactures furniture and home furnishing, including laminated sheets and medium density fiber or MDF boards and PVC boards. A company that was founded back in the year 1993 in Ahmedabad in Gujarat and continues to be headquartered over there. Rushil, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us over here. Talk to us about the business of home furniture and furnishings here in India and your journey so far.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Rushil Decor was formed in 1993 and we started with our first HPL unit. At that point of time, I would say there were very few companies across the India who were manufacturing high pressure laminates. The journey started from there. So after getting an expansion in HPL business, we focused on some panel board business, which was MDF. At that point of time when we were thinking about putting a MDF plant, the imports were hardly some amount, and at the same point of time we were thinking about putting a 3 times capacity of India. And now you can see the market today, the MDF industry is almost around 5,000, 6,000 crores today, which as an industry leader people were telling that it will take 2025 for MDF industry to be at 5,000 crore, but we can see on the financial year ending on 23-24, the industry has already crossed the benchmark. So the industry, the MDF industry as a whole has a growth rate of 20% CAGR, around somewhere around 15-20% CAGR, and we as a Rushil Decor are aspiring to grow with the same rate as well.
All right, wonderful. You're a company that has over 4,000 retailers across India, and you have a presence in over 50 countries. You export to more than 50 countries across the world, don't you?
Yes. So our distribution network has been growing now, and we'll be adding more number of distributors and dealers this year also. As a company's vision, I would say we have taken an oath to grow at the rate of 20% at a CAGR, while the industry as a panel board is growing at 9%. So yes, it's an aggressive target. So we'll be targeting more countries, more number of distribution network, more number of dealer networks to achieve our goal by 2029.
Right. We're talking about reaching more countries. You export to all countries, from Bangladesh to the US and Europe, isn't it?
I would say US, Europe, Australia and New Zealand, the developed markets, will be starting our exporting now, because we had one product in our kitty missing, which already our manufacturing plant will be starting in this September end. So after that, yes, we'll be growing our markets into the developed country as well. Currently our strongest markets are Far East, Middle East, some part of Europe, Russia, etc.
All right, wonderful. We're wishing you all the best with success in all those developed markets as well. But in the meanwhile, how about this market, India? In India, according to the latest Goldman Sachs report, the number of HNIs in India are set to double to around 100 million over the next 3 years. The number of affluent Indians, which means a salary of more than $10,000 per annum, is also set to grow exponentially over the course of the next few years, which means there's a lot of local demand for your premium furnishings, isn't it?
Yeah, India is a growing market, yes, and the demand in India will be always increasing, and we are looking forward for that as well. So for that, we are also planning for another kind of expansion, which will be for the make in India, make for the world kind of a product, and will be one of the most premium products across the panel board industry.
Right, and that trend of premiumization is very crucial in India, isn't it? It's seen so much growth, across products, and when it comes to furnishings and furniture, premiumization is the buzzword, isn't it? And that must be driving your business over here.
So I would break this question into 2 parts. First part would be about the premiumization. Yes, everyone does not build the home with just the walls. Everything has an emotion in it, right?
Yeah.
So if it is a premium, non-premium, but if it is an emotion, it gives a better value. And yes, India has always been a lucrative market for every industry, and will be for the next couple of years as well.
Right. India is going to be a very important market for you to focus on, even as you're expanding across the
Yes,
world.
for sure.
But let's also talk about the fact that you as a company, your shares have been on the upswing thanks to a recent JV. One of your subsidiaries have been incorporated as well into your company that has given a lot of confidence to investors. Talk a little bit about that.
So, our distribution channel and dealer channel was lacking with one product, that was plywood, for the exclusivity for their distribution. So, we took that into the consideration and made sure that we have a product for them as well, to make sure that our distributor has that exclusivity to deal with all the Rushil products or a Veer product. So, considering that, yes, we entered into a JV to make sure that we reach to market first on a quicker basis rather applying for the licenses. So, we made sure that we reach to our distribution network for with the plywood on ASAP basis. That was the whole logic of setting up a JV.
All right, that's the whole logic of setting up a JV. Talk to us about your plans, going forward in terms of your own product profile. How you're looking to expand the kind of offerings that you're looking to give.
So currently, today the plywood capacity is roughly around 300 sheets a day, which we are planning to make it 3,000 sheets a day by next financial year.
Wow, that's 10 times.
Yes, we are looking for that. And talking about the jumbo size laminate project, yes, I already mentioned that it will be starting in September, and we'll be adding another revenue of around roughly 300 crores in the next financial year through these both expansions.
Okay. I at this stage I want to ask you, how do you strike the balance between making products for the aspirational Indian consumer who's looking for constant premiumization, at the same time catering to NRIs who are setting up homes in India?
See, either way they have used our product either in India or in the overseas. So it's about the brand recognition which plays a big role, and we have been doing this marketing activities across India for a while now, and we have been in among top 5 brands for the laminates and one of the top 3 brands for MDF across India, and we'll be pursuing our dreams for making it number 1. So that is the whole agenda, and we'll make sure that we be one day number 1.
All right, definitely. That's wonderful that you have that ambition to be the number 1 when it comes to providing laminated sheets. Talk about Make in India a little bit as well. There's so much talk of Make in India. So many companies, everything from semiconductor chips to electronics are being made in India. Now, this is a particular segment which India has the craftsman has always been known for doing these things. But how about your own efforts to keep making in India and at the same time not just making in India for Indians but making it for the world?
We were talking about Make in India, made for the world product. So we make sure we understand the market needs, the consumer needs, and we design the product accordingly to the market. If someone needs the premium product, like he wants a European paper or something, yes, we do that as well. At the same point of time, we make sure that Indian printers we buy them the paper from are also being moved across the world, and their designs are also getting famous. So we make sure that we have a product basket which is anywhere available for every customer. So that is what our dream is, like Make in India and made for the world, which we are aspiring as well for.
All right, you're making in India, making it for the world. At the same time, while delivering premium quality products that are world class, you're also a company that has a huge focus on sustainability and making eco-friendly products, isn't it?
Yeah, we have been doing this for quite a long time now. So we have harvested more than 40 lakh trees in last financial year, and we make sure that we help the society in any of the other way by cultivating more and more trees across India. And we'll be doing this as a oath to make sure that how the trees we cut, the double the trees we grow.
Wonderful. And any particular overall vision you have when it comes to the future, at a time when the world is looking at India and you're a company that's going to the world?
So we as a company have been delivered a vision for quite a long time now, that we want to be to 2,500 crore company by the end of 2029, and we have been rigorously working behind it. At the same time, we also hold a vision to be number one in the panel board industry, and we are on the way of pursuing it as well.
And how do you, and if I were to ask you, I know it's your business secret, but how do you deal with global competition?
If there is no competition, then there won't be easy business. So it has to be a competitive market, so to make sure that the consumers are being delivered the right product. At the same time, once we deliver the quality product, then we make sure that our customers who are associated with us are there with us for a longer period, and the conversion of the customers are not on the longer pace. So we make sure our consumers and our customers are with us for a longer period, and make sure we sustain them.
And if I were to ask you quickly, how do you make sure, your message of the quality of products that you have and the kind of products that you have, how do you make sure that you communicate that to the consumers?
Communicate, we do some kind of so let me tell you that we were the first one across the world to make the AI television for MDF, and successfully running the campaign now for quite a long time. And we make sure that the products are being proven. We make sure that the standards which are ISI standards or the European standards or the American standards are maintained as per the standards which are regulated by them, and the quality product comes out of that by following the standards, by following it rigorously, not by just dealing it with the papers.
All right. Rushil, thank you so much for taking time out to speak to us at News 9.
Thank you very much.